Hey everyone, I'm back. Uh, the other day I talked about Taigam, and Taigam is my favorite EDH deck. With that being said, I thought I would talk about some of my favorite win cons. Well, my only win con in this deck. Sorry, I just love shuffling decks. I like that. Hear that? Just something satisfying about that sound. You know? Okay, but back to my point. So my favorite win con is Approach the Second Sun. It costs 7 and it says if Approach the Second Sun it was cast from your hand and you cast another spell named Approach the Second Sun this game, you win the game. Otherwise, put Approach the Second Sun into its owner's library, 7 from the top, and you gain 7 life. So you might think, well, how do you get there so quickly? Usually, what I do is I use a lot of draws. I have a lot of draw spells in this deck. And the cool thing about Taigam is that Taigam has the ability to rebound spells. So I get to free cast spells at the beginning of my next turn. At my upkeep, I use cards like Salundi Visions that lets me look at the top 6 cards of my library and then put an instant or sorcery from among them in my hand, and you put the rest in the bottom in a random order. But that doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter at all. Don't worry about that. I have stuff like Anticipate that lets me control my deck and lets me put one card in my hand, one top and one in the bottom. Oh, sorry, wrong card. I was thinking of a different card. It lets me look at the top 3 cards in my library, put one in my hand and the rest in the bottom so I can dig through my cards. I have things like Fact or Fiction that lets me dig 5 and pick piles. Then I have the slower options like Tassa. Tassa lets me scry at the beginning of my upkeep, so I'll just scry any cards that I don't want. I also have lots of just regular draw, like Chemist's Insight. Oh, look how pretty that foil is. It's so pretty as a foil. It's just gorgeous. I have things like, did I grab the other one? Oh, I don't think I grabbed it. Oh, I did grab it. Oh, I'm excited. I have 2 Narsets in the deck. The Narsets let me dig through my top of my library. This one's the top card, non-land, non-creature, which I would say a good 95% of the deck is non-land, non-creature. Oh, sorry. Well, I guess it's 90% because I do have a lot of land, but I only have 4 creatures in the whole deck, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I have Anime Narset that lets me do the top 4. I also have Think Twice that lets me draw a card, but also lets me flashback from the graveyard, so extra options. I have Scour the Possibilities, which is also a draw but also flashback. I have Deep Analysis that does the same thing with the flashback, so I always can dig through my deck when I want to. Then I have, in case somebody counters Approach, I have things like Bonds of Insight, that lets me bring back spells. I also have Ristic Study that lets me get free draws, and then if I really want to, Nexus of Fate to take those extra turns